We must wait until night is thickest, until the ocean is as it was all those years ago.
Of course, it's first thing. I've got to sit with her for an entire day.
Would you like some Werther's original?
Okay, so I'm back. I misread this, clearly. I went looking for the fish, and the locations of them, where I found them last time, they just aren't there. And I started wondering, maybe there's only one of them, and you can only catch them once. And I've sold them, and I can no longer complete this pursuit. I opened up the pursuit, and apparently all I have to do is report that I found them. I don't need to actually give her them, so I can just do this now. Come by for a chat. About those rare fish you want me to find. I found an oarfish. That's great news. I'll add it to my records. Here, take this. I'm sure you'll find some use for it. Yes, it'll gather dust in my storage. I found a gulper eel. That's great news. I'll add it to my records. I'm sure you'll find... The balancing of stuff in this game is a bit off. Clearly, I wasn't supposed to come on and just upgrade everything. But why would I not? If I could spend about 2 hours getting the best shit possible and then just be able to breeze through. Like, is it my fault? What about the other fish? I found a coelacanth. That's great news. I'll add it to my records. I'm sure you'll find some use for it. You must take these items. That's all of them. Wow. I never thought I'd complete these records. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Not really. Awesome. So, that's that pursuit done now, right? Yeah, so what's this one? Well, let's go back and sell the trinkets I've got at least. I don't know why I don't just chuck things overboard. I do not need anything. I legitimately need nothing at this point. There's just a little part of me that's like, oh, but it's treasure, and treasure needs to be sold. Like, it feels more authentic to the experience of the game, rather than just being like, I don't need money anymore. I don't need to catch fish anymore. Let's just throw it all overboard. I think, with this being the main quest line, once I hand this in, it's endgame. Because I've been, like I said, I've been everywhere, I've got everything. There's one more pursuit. So I'm going to spend some time just sailing around and see if I can find something I've not explored. I reckon if it's going to be anywhere, it'll be on one of the smaller islands. Because I've been around the big islands a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start exploring the little islands, see if I can find anything important, and if not, then I'll branch out to the bigger islands. This is probably going to take a while, so I'll stop the recording. Yeah, don't yes, just cut it, bro. Why do I do this to myself? What's this? SOS. Oh, a new thing. I'm saved! Saved! Oh, you are a sight for sore eyes. You look terrible. You all right? I bet I do. I've certainly felt better. I've been chewing on seaweed and starfish for longer than I'd like. I washed up here. Oh, it must be some 2 weeks ago now. We were in rough seas, and when a wave hit us broadside, I was jostled overboard and swept away. I thought my crew would have come find me by now, but yours is the first ship I've seen pass by here. Did the boys send you looking for me? No. Oh, well, I'm sure they're out looking anyways. Can you get me to Little Marrow, stranger? Pursuit! I should be able to catch them when they stop by. Yes, I will. Get on my boat, sir. Castaway climbs aboard. Thankfully, I found that pretty early on. I could have been looking for that for ages. There we go. I would have had to re-explore the entire map. It was one of the first places I looked. If you give me research parts, I'm going to be annoyed. The sweet, rank smell of civilization. I thought I could never miss it. He turns to you. For someone who has just been saved, he seems gloomy. I've not got much on me, as you can imagine. I have a feeling this isn't worth much anymore, for me at least. But perhaps it'll be worth something to you. He removes a signet ring from his left hand and presses it into yours. It's emblazoned with the symbol of a captain's wheel. Oh, is he the captain of his ship? A ship's wheel sigil is emblazoned proudly in this ring. Such a symbol is sure to bring good luck to any captain that holds it. On to better horizons, friend. Farewell. Providence. This must be finish all pursuits. Or, well, I've not finished the last pursuit. Maybe it's finish all side quests. How many of these have I got? Achievement 60. I've only done half of them. I've done 31 out of 60. You fucking what? What was that one called? Providence. Complete all side quests one way or another. Yeah, so you can fail some of the side quests. I failed one early on by losing an item overboard. But technically you can't fail it, you just report it back instead. Maybe you are supposed to sell the fish to the trader, or give the fish to the trader, but because I sold them, you report them. Maybe I didn't misread it. Maybe the wording changed. Oh, there's so many more achievements. Obtain all the achievements. Catch all aberrations. Catch all known species of fish in the Pale Reach. Side quests in the Pale Reach? Wait, there's another area. The Pale Reach. So I'm not getting to the end then. There's a whole other area of this. I guess when you finish the main mission, it unlocks the next section. God, this game's long. Wait, there's another one as well. The Iron Rig. The Iron Rig's got loads. This must be an expansion. There's no way there's this many just missing from the game. The Pale Reach and the Iron Rig are the expansions. Okay. Not that expensive either. I can do them at some point. So, I am going to continue to assume this is the end of the game. So I want to collect all the fish before I go. I don't need that many. 8 fish left. And I'm pretty sure they're all aberrant volcanic fish. So we need an aberration of this ray thing. We need a ghost shark aberration. We need a long spindly shark aberration. We need a spider crab aberration. Oh, there's oceanic ones as well. This sunfish. I need 2 aberrants of that. 3? No, that's a different fish. That's the sunfish. What's this one? Moonfish. So there's 2 for each of those fish. God, that's going to be so awkward. Okay, I can get them all. I'm committed. I'm getting them all. Every single aberrant fish will be mine. Fucking finally. It's been the majority of the rest of the day trying to catch all these sodding fish. The 2 I had left at the end were the sunfish, or the ocean sunfish, what it was called, and the moonfish. And there's so few places where you can find them. Obviously the sun ones are out in the day and the moon ones are out at night, but also I did everything I could to get my aberration catch rate as high as possible. I got it to 7%, which from what I can tell from all of these, I just have to, can I even sell the infected one? From what I can tell from the all the rods I've got access to, this is the highest I can get it, and I just kept catching the fish and finding nothing. The spots were just hard enough to find, and then they only had 1 each. Anyway, I thought I would try using that reaping fish thing and bait. So if I chuck the bait out, maybe the fish that come up will be the fish that are found in that specific area. And then maybe if I use the reaping thing, because the only other time I used that, I found an aberration. So like maybe it has a higher chance of finding an aberration, but it's it ruins the fish a bit more. Like these are already stale. This one was caught normally. This one's fresh. Anyway, let me get back to a safe place. Cool. Can I actually sell this? Oh, I can. You'll take an infected one. All right. Go for it. I would go through and read all of the text in my Attenborough voice, but you know what? Can't be bothered. Right. As you can see, 151 all fish. How many of these did I catch in the end? I caught 18 moonfish. You get 1 or 2 per plot. And then how many sunfish? 14. And you get 1 of those per plot. 151 out of 151. All the Pokemon caught. That is that aspect of the game done. So if we also go to our pursuits, everything done except returning the watch to the collector. I've also read every book. I've upgraded my ship as far as it can go. I'm pretty sure I'm ready. Come on, dog. Come with me. Whatever doom awaits us, the dog's coming along. There is nothing else left to do. I was under the impression that the lighthouse route would lead me to another plot line, but clearly not. Okay. Let's hand this in and see what comes of it. Right, predictions. Let's think. So, as I understand it to this point, either I am the husband of the couple, the woman who's writing the notes, I'm her husband, or the collector is the husband. I don't know which one yet. Obviously, we'll find this out. If I had to put money on it, I'd say it was probably him. Because he wants the items. I think he wants the items, like her possessions, to use them to recover her from somewhere. But by doing so, he is corrupting the area and dooming the place. And so, we're going to have to try and persuade him to not do it. Or maybe by opening the lighthouse, if evil returns to the place, the lighthouse will banish it. So we may have already saved everyone. Unless the lighthouse was literally... Well, that can't work, actually, because we've stolen the light from the lighthouse. I think the lighthouse is literally only supposed to be for the... Getting extra light. What other missions did we do? Anything important? There was the guy whose shipmates had crashed. I don't think that's going to be relevant. The big monster in the abyss? And the scientist. The scientist said her sister was missing, didn't she? That's also part of the plot. Maybe the sister, her sister, is the woman as well. Maybe it's all interlinked. Because the mayor went missing, then we found the mayor, and he thought he recognised us. Which is why I thought maybe we're the person. But it might just be that he was going a bit senile, and seeing us was his way of, like, the game's way of dropping a clue. Because he'd say something, and we'd be like, it's not us, but what are you talking about? What's the workshop for? Hasn't been used in many decades. It's locked. Maybe we get to go in the workshop after we've done this. But yeah, I guess we'll give him the pocket watch and we'll see what happens. You climb the broken steps of the old mansion, the waves swelling and crashing against the basalt columns that surround you. You pause before you cross the threshold. Deliver the relic or conceal the relic. Has this choice ever been here before? Have I just not read the word conceal? So if we think that he's corrupting the area in lieu of trying to find her, maybe if we don't give him the relic, it'll lead to another plot thread. If not, then we can always just come back and give it to him. What is it? Tell me more about that book of yours. Oh yeah, because we know a little bit more about this book now, don't we? The red and silver book. Which book? This one here. With a wry grin, he pulls a dusty tome from the nearest shelf and glances at the cover. There's really not much to be said of Histories of the Grey Isles. It's quite a chore. Don't play dumb. You know which book I mean. Play dumb. Your hypocrisy is wearying. I suppose we must go through this rigmarole yet again. The Book of the Deep. Oh, the Book of the Deep appears in his hands, sheathed in its dirty crimson jacket. Go ahead. Ask us. Us. Where did you get it? Sparkling dust motes hang in the air between you. Don't you remember? You were there. Plot twist. The air around the book begins to pulse rhythmically like a quickening heartbeat. So was she. Who? You wanted to forget. Begged me. The room bristles. This is what you asked for. Give me the book. Your words hang in the space between. You won't change a thing. The book is ours. Who's ours? Who's in there with you? Is it a monster? Step closer. You take a step closer through the crackling room. The collector lurches forward in response. What can you possibly hope to achieve? Take it! You strike out with your right fist, punching hard into the jaw of the collector. His face shatters and falls to the ground. He's inside a mirror? Oh, is it us? You're pathetic. The Book of the Deep is in your hands. Understand this plainly before you sink us into despair. I guess us is me and him. So I was technically right twice. It was us and it was him. I know how to bring her back. It's all right there on the pages, and now you've seen its power firsthand. We wield the power to release her from her slumber. We can undo everything. Undo what you did. I just want to be a fisherman, though. Okay. Wait, so do I still have to go and give him the watch? I can't tell whether what I've just done there has had some kind of effect, or whether we're supposed to leave now. Because like, if we now have the book, delivering, and he was like, "No, I know how to do the spell." So are we succumbing to it if we give him the relic now? Well, I can't actually go back. I have to pick one. Oh, I can go back and talk to him. The words you read from that book, what did they do to me? The book holds power from the deep. I merely extended its powers towards you. Is there one in particular you wish to know more about? Oh, so we can still just check. I don't understand. Who are you? I am what was fractured from you on the day you dredged the depths. I am what you could be. I am your breathless self. You mentioned saving someone. Yes, she will rise from the deep. The book describes it. We almost have all of the pieces. Just one more. Before we just commit to giving that artifact over, let's try a few things. So we could talk to the woman here, the lighthouse keeper. Oh, there we go.
Arr, what is it?
I have the book.
You've had it this whole time, have you not? It doesn't matter. Make the most of this window of lucidity. Now is the time to act. Do you still remember where it happened?
This voice isn't good for my throat.
In that gloomy darkness behind the bay. When you are ready, I'll point the way.
I'm ready. Yes. Warning, you are entering the final phase of the game. Your progress will not be saved from this point onwards. Do you wish to continue? I guess there are multiple endings. I shall take this one. I am the hero. I will save the world. I assume this is a good ending. I'm not using evil powers to resurrect my wife. One more time. Your progress will not be saved from this point onwards. Are you sure you wish to continue? Well, I assume if the progress is not going to be saved, I can load back in and see the other ending. So, yeah.
We must wait until night is thickest. Until the ocean is as it was all those years ago.
Of course, it's first thing. I've got to sit with her for an entire day.
Would you like some Werther's original? It's time. I'll point the way. Follow my light. Go and do what's right. For her. Throw it back.
Is the time not going to change? Where are you pointing? Over there somewhere. I guess I'm not going to get attacked by any weird entities, right? Because if I'm in the end game. Oh, my panic does look like it's going up, though. No, wrong thing. God, I nearly teleported back then. So this is where we fished it up. Where are we? Or just randomly in the middle of nowhere. Was there a ruin here? Like a wreck? This is the place. Throw it back. For the good of the fish. The book struggles in your grasp. Its weight somehow shifted from side to side. Silver ribbons flail pathetically against your fingers.
No! Get back in the ocean with you! Damn ye straight to hell!
You hold it high above your head. A low groan rumbles from the book, echoed by another from the depths. You throw it into the foaming water. Is a monster going to come and collect it? Wait, did it eat me as well? That's not a good ending. No, I gave it back so I could carry on being a fisherman without my wife in the way. Well. Don't know how to feel about that. I thought I was getting a good ending. Is the good ending the other one then? I'll have to go back in and see. Very, bittersweet, it seems. So, yeah, I guess I sort of was right in some ways and wrong in others. I'll end up looking the game up and seeing afterwards what the actual plot was, whether there's something in particular I missed. And if there was, I'll record a little bit of extra footage and put it at the end of this. But I presume at this point I generally have the gist. We were with our wife, we fished up something weird in a coffin. Presumably maybe the book. Maybe the book was in the coffin. And the wife was stolen by that creature, or stolen into the depths. And our character, in his despair, split himself off. One part of him went on to attempt to save her, and the other part just wanted to go and be a fisherman. And that's the part I relate with, the fisherman part. I don't really want to be a fisherman myself, but the life of sailing on the sea and just chilling. Without the fish part. It's a very good game. It's very cute. I say cute even though it's full of like horrific things, but it's one of those ones where I'm not sure whether recording it was the right move. I know that obviously you can record anything and make like a let's play out of anything, but I have spent so much of this playthrough playing this game, not streaming. I mean, I guess that's fine. I did the story parts as part of the playthrough. It's just one of those ones where like it feels more of a, I don't know, I can't figure out what I'm trying to say. Maybe someone else can help me express it better in the comments. I think it might just be more a case of I found that I enjoyed it more when I wasn't streaming it. And I do think I would have enjoyed it more had I just sat down and played it myself quietly without recording. Not that I thought that I got any less of an experience by doing it like this. But it also may be because it's taken me 5 months to finish it. You know, I like the aesthetic. I thought it was really good. I think there's a few things that could have maybe been sped up in terms of the way that the parts interact, but I think that might just be my preference with the fact that I've played it so much and over such a long period of time that some stuff started to feel a bit tiresome. Like, for example, having to line up the ship every time you pull into a dock and then open up a menu to sell something. I think when it gets towards the end of the game and you are just picking up fish left, right, and centre and constantly having to go back, it would have been easy if there was just a place where you could just have like a fish drop-off point, or if you could access the dock without having your ship to be attached to it directly. But these are minor issues. I think I've expressed several times that I think that the balance with how you can upgrade your ship is off. Because if you want to, the moment you realise that you can buy everything from a trader, you can unlock everything at once. And I don't think it should work like that. I feel like all of the upgrade things you get, the scrap parts, whatever they're called, research tokens, those things should only come from missions and fishing them up on rare occasions. The fishing up so that you can finish it if you haven't done all the missions. They shouldn't be sellable. And the same with the refined metal. You shouldn't be able to buy that unless you've lost one, or unless it's like maybe the late game they start to stock them, so that if you haven't taken the effort to go and find them, you can then do it. Because, I mean, you could argue that you would be able to go and get a bunch of those anyway. As soon as you got the explosive, you could blow up a lot of the roots and get some of the refined metal. But it would have required exploration and effort. And normally you would find them in the course of going to the new locations, rather than just actually going around without doing the story missions and just finding them willy-nilly. So the way I did it probably wasn't the way that it was intended, where in between 2 of my streaming sessions, I just went out and was like, fuck it, I will upgrade my entire ship in one go so that I have an easier time with my ship. And yeah, I imagine that there aren't many people. I mean, maybe people would do that because they'd like, oh, I'd have an easier time throughout the rest of the game. But I think that refined metal, with it being a very specific upgrade component, and the fact that they do have it out in the world in hidden places, it would make sense to make it a bit rarer. So the growth of the ship and the speed of the ship and those kind of things come gradually with time over the course of the game. Sorry, my eye is itchy. I'm at work in about half an hour. I do want to see the other ending. I probably just about have time. It's not like it took long. I say other ending, there might be more than one. Because maybe if you immediately give the necklace to the collector, you get one ending. Maybe if you realize the truth and then give it to him, there's another ending. And then maybe if you don't give him it at all, you get another ending. Like, there could even be another ending where you go to the mayor and give him the book. I just don't know. I was sure the lighthouse was going to be relevant to it. Not this lighthouse, the other one, the ancient lighthouse. I just got that feel, that vibe, that the lighthouse might have been relevant to dispelling evil. Obviously not. Yeah. I have a thing where I like to talk to the... I say this in every game. If anyone's watched any of my playthroughs, they know. I always like to leave the credits on, so I like to leave... I like the people who have contributed to the game to have their time in the playthrough. I do hope these aren't going to be some credits that last forever, because some games last forever. I think I'm getting to the end now. Maybe there'll be an end credit scene where Samuel Jackson walks in. Or I'll just go straight back to the menu. If I press continue, I'm guessing I'm going to reappear where I was. I probably don't have time for this. I'll be quick. Okay, let's do this again. But this time, we'll give him the relic, and we'll see what happens. It doesn't look like there's an option to undo having discovered the truth about who he is. So maybe there are... I don't know. Just give it to him, Brad. He approaches, drawing closer with an incessant ticking. You have the pocket watch. You take out the watch. Its once frozen hands are now inexplicably twitching in a rhythmic struggle, trying and failing to move forwards. You place it in front of the collector. Though it has been some decades since I laid eyes upon this, the sound of its mechanisms has grown no less unpleasant. And with that, our collection is complete. I must admit I am surprised. I did not think you had the determination for such a job. It's interesting how you don't get to finish the pursuits if you do that other ending I did. Now, with these 5 relics in our possession, only one thing remains. We will see her again soon. It will all be worth it. You know this. I know. Oh no, what? No, I know. We must make one final voyage. This time, I will be with you. I am ready. So this is the next ending. Yes, I wish to continue. The relics are coming with us. We should wait for the fog to thicken. With luck, the seas will remain unaware of our intentions. Do I also have to wait till midnight for this one as well? It looks like it. Everything happens in the dark. Now, our destination is the open expanse to the west of Greater Marrow. It's marked on the map. We must not tarry on the open waters, not with such significant cargo. Make haste. His shape disappears from the mirror. A chill rises in your body as you turn to leave. The collector is with you. So what would happen if I just gave him the locket straight away? The pocket watch. There must be a third ending. I must have locked myself out of it. I'll look it up and maybe find some footage of someone else doing it. Or if there's a way to load an earlier save, maybe I can do that. But for now, let's finish this one and complete our playthrough. This is the place. This is where she was taken from us, and where we can at last bring her back. Only here, and only because of what we've achieved. You open the book. Its pages are frosted with ice, and a chill mist rises around your fingers. You begin to read aloud. To release a lost one, frozen in time. I suppose I may as well do the same voice, since we're supposedly the same person. You throw the pocket watch overboard. And tethered by chains in the deep, you throw the necklace overboard. Bind them to this world once more. You throw the ring overboard. Open the door to the starry heavens. You slot the key into the lock of the music box. And lay the weary world to rest. You throw the music box overboard, its key left unturned. Are these always the artifacts? I thought they were hers. Unless we wrote the poem ourselves. Unshackled. If we just get eaten again, and there's no difference. Oh no. Getting Silent Hill vibes. What the shit is that? Is that Cthulhu? Well, I feel like the first ending probably was the good ending thing. I don't... Ending. Yeah, we've ruined the world, but at least we've got our girl back. I don't really want to... I would leave the credits on to see if anything interesting happens with the burning village, but I'm guessing not. I would assume it's the same... This same image with lightning all the way through. So let's just skip through to the menu. Okay, there is a load option. I should have saved it myself. 246 days. Jesus. Right, okay. Really quickly, let's see if there's another ending that I didn't get. Okay, so someone's saying there's 2.5 endings, but the variation 1 has a different ending. So, ending 1. For this ending, the fisherman hands over all 5 relics to the collector. He tells the fisherman to wait for the fog to thicken before they make their last voyage. Is this what I just did, isn't it? The collector throws the relics overboard. And then a woman rises. And a colossal creature reminiscent of an eldritch horror rises. Okay, so that's the one we got. If the second ending is done first, the dialogue in this ending will be altered. The collector will fade from his mirror and the fisherman notes that you're with him rather than aboard your vessel. Right, okay. So the endings are the same, except in one of them the collector is a separate entity, and in the other one the collector is you. Well, that's the end of Dredge. Yeah, I've spent a long fucking time playing this game. There's loads of achievements I don't have, but I know that quite a few of them will be in the expansion, so I'm not too bothered about that. Yeah, so I will come back to the expansion at some point. I did enjoy this. I had fun. But as I do with most games, I don't usually play an expansion straight after I've played a game. I want to leave some breathing room between now and next time I play. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. I had a really good time. It did drag towards the end, I will say. But then I have that issue with quite a lot of games when I put a lot of time into them. I feel like eventually I just get bored of the gameplay loop. And the only reason why I spent so long in this is because I was dedicated to getting every single fish, which I did, and I'm very happy about. I collected all the fish. That's the main thing. I did all the fish, I did the pursuits, and I've also got both endings. So this, to me, I am closing the chapter on Dredge for now. The game is done. If you enjoyed watching me play Dredge, let me know in the comments. Throw a like on the videos. Share them with other people. Thank you for watching, and play it yourself. I mean, obviously you know the endings and stuff, but the actual practice of sort of going around and getting all the fish and stuff was fun. Right, well, I've got to go on really quickly now, get ready for work and go out. Fun, great times. Wish I could just go and sail on a boat.